What you're warning me. Thank you, Mr.
Never.
Speaker. My question is to the Minister for Police. Can the Minister please update the community of Leigh Creek and surrounding locations re the staffing of the Leigh Creek Police Station? With your leave and that of the House, sir, I'll explain a bit further.
Leave is sought. Is leave granted?
Yes, sir.
This station not only serves the people of Leigh Creek, but also the surrounding smaller communities surrounding Leigh Creek and the ever-increasing tourism traffic. The station has not had a full-time or permanent officer over 12 months, and when there is an officer there, they are only there for spasmodic periods, and the station is vacant many times. When can the community of Leigh Creek expect a full staffing station?
The Minister for Police.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker. And can I thank the member for Stewart for his question, because I know that he not only pays a keen interest to these matters in his electorate, but he is the first to raise it with ministers when it comes to matters that are of concern to his community, including, for example, the allocation of policing to regional communities like at Leigh Creek. And I think the member's explanation to his question was pretty instructive for the circumstance that the community of Leigh Creek finds themselves in, where police are struggling to allocate permanent resources to Leigh Creek. And it's not because the resourcing in total isn't available, it's because they're finding it difficult to find the individuals who are willing to be based in Leigh Creek. And what that has meant is that they have had to provide police resourcing from other locations in regional South Australia to come in and conduct policing operations for a period of time before going back and returning to those areas. And of course, we should all be cognizant that while there's been a significant change in the community of Leigh Creek over the last 10 years, there is still a resident population. Of course, from time to time, they will need to have access to police resources. And so while the two full-time positions which are funded for Leigh Creek are still being worked through, and it's being done through temporary placements, what's happening is police are being allocated from Maree, albeit about 120 kilometres away, as well as Hawker, about 155 kilometres away, in order to provide some regular visibility and accessibility for the local community to those policing resources. And of course, this has also meant that South Australian Police, led by the Police Commissioner, have had to ensure the provision of additional benefits, supports and subsidies to police to get them to work in some of these regional locations. And of course, many, particularly the other regional MPs in the chamber, would be familiar that on graduation, for example, from the police academy, it's not uncommon for a cadet to nominate a regional community to work in for a period of time, which would then give them the opportunity to either stay in that community or to be based in another service area subsequently. And where that's been a really popular way of attracting people to initially work in a regional community, and then those officers finding that they've enjoyed the experience so much that they never want to leave, the trend over the last 10 or so years, I'm advised, has changed somewhat, Mr. Speaker, and they're finding it necessary to provide those additional incentives. It's also one of the reasons why the Minister for Housing, through Renewal SA, is undertaking the regional housing strategy to build more fit-for-purpose housing for government employees, whether they're police, whether they're teachers, whether they're nursing or other health staff, to provide them with contemporary, attractive, modern accommodation which can house these critical government workers out in regional communities, and also take the opportunity to work with councils and try and build that opportunity out for the councils to have a much larger housing development when that's undertaken. So all of those efforts will continue. The Commission has spoken to me about this matter directly, and we're endeavouring to fix the problem as quickly as we can.
Member for Waite.